Despicable Me 4 isn't bad, but I do feel like I wasted my time. Alright, so I just saw Despicable Me 4. Let's talk about it. Directed by Chris Renaud. He directed the first one, the second one, and now the fourth one. I don't think he directed the third one. With the vocal talents of Steve Carell, Kristen Wiig, Joey King, Sofia Vergara, Stephen Colbert, Will Ferrell. Now, this is the 7th feature film in the Despicable Me franchise, started in 2010. Do you need to watch all of the other movies in order to get this one or understand or follow along? At the very least, you need to watch the first one. There is no character introduction here. You are expected to know who these people are and how they're connected. So the first movie gives you that basic foundation. First big question a lot of parents, particularly my followers, are going to ask, is this agenda pushing? Is there something being pushed here? I don't think so. The only thing this movie really is pushing is just the importance and the relevance of fatherhood. We're starting to see a resurgence of this in children's movies. The importance of fatherhood. Used to be a big thing in like the 90s, early 2000s, and then not so much. And now that's coming back. What might bother some parents are the jokes that are clearly intended for adults and designed to go right over your kid's head. Some things about excrements. There were a couple of things that kind of bordered on inappropriate, but mom and dad, I'll let you be the judge of that. Something else that might bother parents. So my first initial thought after I say the first 15 minutes of the movie was, this is overstimulating. There's just a lot that's jam-packed in a short amount of time in what feels like a small space, and everything's moving really fast. It's very interesting because the movie has an episodic feel to it. It moves really fast, and yet at points it kind of drags. I know a lot of parents are concerned or bothered by some of the overstimulating media with respect to a lot of your modern kids shows. I feel like it's just a lot. There's just a lot that's happening and moving very fast. It doesn't take its time. It's almost like they're panicked. They're rushing to a conclusion. Now, when I think of family film, I think of movies that both kids and adults can enjoy. Like kids and their parents can enjoy. This is something that you all can sit down together after dinner and watch and enjoy. It's not just you, mom and dad, sitting and suffering through it, knowing you're doing this for your kids. I feel like Wonka is the perfect example of a more recent good family film. It's delightful, it's whimsical, it's cross-generational. Anyone can enjoy this movie. I'm not sure if this movie fits that. Your kids are going to enjoy it. Mom and dad, I think you might be bored. The entertainment for you is going to be watching your kids watch it. Does that make sense? There's just so much going on that you'll lose focus and want to take a nap. Now you have your main plot, which is Gru and family going into witness protection. And then all these little mini subplots that never go anywhere. They're just there to fill up space and take time. And also just pull your focus. But the heart of this story with Gru and company is that it is about family and connecting with people. And there's a subplot in here about Gru and a little neighbor girl who wants to be a dastardly villain. That's just so sweet and so precious. And it was just too short for its own good. Like if they had expanded on that, kept the main plot, and then built on this subplot and left it there, I think this would have been spectacular. It's just good kid entertainment. Like it's just basic kid entertainment. It doesn't really go beyond that. This movie felt like it had to be done. Like they had to check it off the list. There's no heart or passion behind it. If Hollywood is running out of ideas and they just need to do something with a movie, this will be it. You're either going to like this or you're not. Your kids are going to find it funny, but you grown person, whether you have kids or not, if you're grown and you don't have kids and you want to see this, go to like an 8 o'clock showing, okay? Go when the children are supposed to be sleeping. That's my only advice. But you grown person, you're either going to be like, that was so much fun, I love that, or you're going to be like, I could have seen something else. I don't know where I put this. It's definitely not top 10, but it's not bottom 10, but I don't know if I'd call it fun trash. If I did like a mid 10, this might be there.